You know, if the consequences of these terrible weather forecasts weren't so potentially dangerous, I mean, they could kill people if they planned on doing something based on what the weather forecast was. But the reality is they are dangerous. And if it wasn't so dangerous, it would be hilarious. I mean, it would be funny. It's like right now, it's 4:44 in the morning on Saturday. And you see, they're still showing this freezing fog and a weather warning up there. You see it at the top there. And this is the National Weather Service again. Okay? And it's a warning. Okay, dense fog, hazard weather. Okay? There's no fog out my windows. There's none. I mean, I'm sitting here in the office, you can see through the window and all the way out there to my truck. And you can see out that way too. I looked out there and there's no fog anywhere. You can see I got this steam coming up from heat coming up from my heater, but you can see the tanks out there. You can see all the way out there. You see all the way out there. And everything in the yard, really. So there's nothing, no fog. There's no fog. So, all right, and that's not the only thing. Look at this. It was supposed to be down to 17 below last night, right? Well, now at 4 o'clock in the morning, they changed all of that, and they're saying overnight right here is a low of 1 degree. 1 degree. And the high today of 1 degree. Okay? Then it starts dropping. 15 below, 9 below, 14 below, 1, 13 above, Tuesday. Okay? So it just changed. It all changed in a matter of a few hours while I slept from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Okay? I'm still not seeing any wind out there. And they're showing wind out there, 10 miles an hour, but I looked out there and there's nothing blowing around on tanks or anything. And all the other forecasts for toward the end of the week haven't changed much, but it sure changed for today and overnight. Big change. That's scary. That's actually kind of scary. Because what if they forecast it to be this good, and then all of a sudden, in a matter of a couple hours, when you're out on a trip somewhere, it changes to 50 below zero? That could be deadly if you weren't prepared for it. So, I don't know if we can count on the Weather Service at all for telling us anything. I mean, I realize that weather is subject to change, but this is terrible. Why even do it if you're not going to be accurate? Huh. Weird. I'm showing about 4 degrees below zero Saturday morning out here in my yard. Okay? Don't get me wrong on these weather forecasts. I would much rather they forecast it's going to be a lot worse, and then it turns out it's a lot better. And the reason for that is if you think it's going to be good and you go out camping, hunting, hiking, fishing, whatever it is you're going to do, and you're expecting good weather, and it turns really bad, it can be deadly. Okay? So I'd much rather they guess that it's going to be a lot worse than it is, and then you're prepared for the worst case scenario, and then if you get out there and it turns out good, that's a blessing. So actually, I guess they're doing it right, because this really is just like medicine. It's just an educated guess of what's wrong or what the weather is going to be. It's not really very accurate at all. So I'd rather be predicting that it's going to be a lot worse than it is, And then I can go hiking in the mountains if I want to and be prepared for that. Okay? And then I won't die if it does get bad. And they told me it's going to be nice. Okay, so it's a blessing, and this is a blessing. Actually, it's nice weather for the next few days is a blessing.